For years, fans of Armored Core have been clamoring for a new installment in the series. And finally, that day has come. Introducing Fires of Rubicon, the latest addition to the Armored Core franchise. Well, I have some exciting news to share with you today. According to the official website, the game will be released on August 25th, 2023. Yes, you heard that right. Armored Core 6 Fires of Rubicon is finally coming out, and I am much more excited about it arriving. So today, we will delve into everything we know about the game so far. I will cover its release date and supported platforms, story and setting, gameplay design, official trailers, and much more in-depth detail. It seems that a change is on the horizon for fans of the Armored Core game series. Recently, a member of the Reset Era forums leaked unconfirmed details about the upcoming sequel, claiming to have seen images and early gameplay footage as part of a consumer survey. The poster revealed that the survey included information about the game's setting and story, which revolves around a mysterious substance called melange. This substance has the potential to revolutionize human society, and the game's plot is said to center around the race to control it. While these details are still unconfirmed, they offer an exciting glimpse into what could be a thrilling addition to the Armored Core franchise. Fortunately, some details have finally emerged, giving us a glimpse into what we can expect from the upcoming title. While the specifics are still scarce, it has been reported that the game will feature a new storyline, improved graphics, and enhanced gameplay mechanics. Announced earlier this year, the much-awaited Armored Core 6 Fires of Rubicon trailer has finally been revealed, and it looks stunningly impressive. The developers have added a lot of new weapons and upgrades, including customizable armor, weapons, and engines. As an Armored Core pilot, you'll have access to a vast array of weapons, ranging from powerful railguns to devastating missile launchers. Upgrades will be available as you progress through the game, allowing you to tailor your machines to their individual playstyle. I find it frustrating how much effort is put into creating a mechas with such fluid movements. It's impressive to see how it outshines most video game bosses and even stands toe-to-toe with some of the best animated bosses by From Software. From Software is a well-known game development studio that has gained immense popularity for its action role, playing games such as Dark Souls, Bloodborne, Sekiro, and Elden Ring. However, what many gamers may not know is that the studio has been creating Armored Core games since the release of the original in 1997. Despite being rebooted several times, the Armored Core series has remained consistent at its core and is set to receive yet another reboot with the upcoming release of Armored Core 6. For those of you who aren't familiar with the game, Armored Core 6 is a mecha-based action game that puts players in control of a powerful robot as they battle their way through a post-apocalyptic world. The game features a wide range of customizable weapons and equipment, as well as intense boss battles that will test your tactical skills. While From Software may be best known for its RPGs, the studio's Armored Core series has been a consistent presence in the gaming industry for over 2 decades. One of the things that sets this game apart from other mecha-based games is its advanced customization options. Tailor your mechs to your liking, personalizing every aspect of it from its weapons and armor to its color scheme and decals. This gives you the opportunity to truly make it yours. You can fully customize your robots from top to bottom with different weapons, armor types, colors, and decals, enabling you to create a one-of-a-kind robot that is entirely unique and unmistakably yours. Creating a mech of your own is simple. Equipping it with a weapon that suits your style, drape it with armor that speaks volumes about how you fight. Furthermore, the Steam listing for the game reveals that the renowned game designer Miyazaki is involved as the initial game director. However, it has been reported that Masaru Yamamura has taken over as the game director for Armored Core 6. Yamamura is a seasoned veteran at From Software, having worked as a level and gameplay designer on several critically acclaimed games, including Dark Souls series Bloodborne. It is worth noting that Armored Core 6 has been in development since 2017, indicating that the developers have been working tirelessly to create a game that will meet the expectations of fans. With such an experienced team behind the project, it is safe to say that Armored Core 6 will be a game that will not disappoint. In a 2017 interview with Ignan, director Hidetaka Miyazaki confirmed that the developer was working on a new Armored Core game, along with 2 other titles. These other titles turned out to be Sekiro and Avar game Jurassic, which were unannounced at the time. Additionally, sci-fi writer Ty Frank, who is part of the writing team that publishes the Expanse novels under the pen name James S. A. Corey, revealed that he had worked with From Software on a secret project in 2017. Given From Software's collaboration with George Martin for Elden Ring, it's possible that a similar partnership could be in the works for an Armored Core reboot. It's currently unknown who will be publishing the new Armored Core game, but given From Software's relationship with Bandai Namco, which published Armored Core 5 and The Verdict Day outside of Japan, it's likely that they will be involved in some capacity. Fans of the series are eagerly anticipating more news about this highly anticipated game. The game story focuses on a group of mercenaries who have been hired by one of the corporations to help them gain control of the world's resources. As they progress through the game, players will uncover a complex web of alliances and betrayals, as well as some shocking revelations about the true nature of the world they inhabit. Set to be the latest addition to the Armored Core series, this upcoming game promises intense match-based gameplay with new armor sets, weapons, and customization options for players. While specific details are scarce at this early stage, From Software has built a reputation for delivering challenging and visually stunning gaming experiences that require both skill and strategy to conquer. Fans of the franchise can expect nothing less from Armored Core 6 Fires of Rubicon as it aims to live up to its predecessors while introducing exciting new elements. This announcement has generated significant buzz among the gaming community and raised the expectations for this franchise even further. In Armored Core, your journey begins with a mech equipped with a core and power supply. As you progress through the game, you can purchase additional power to unlock stronger weapons. But be aware that this often comes with added weight. To mix things up, experiment with different types of boost and legs that offer drastically different movement styles. Weight and power drain are the two primary concerns when customizing your mesh. It's safe to assume that better generators will be unlocked through missions, but the slowest and heaviest legs or tank treads can carry almost anything. With the upcoming release of Armored Core 6, it appears that the developers are taking locomotion to the next level. Bipedal legs, quad legs, reverse legs, tank tracks, and possibly even hover legs will all have unique and meaningful differences for traversing. The game's customization options offer a wealth of replayability, allowing players to create vastly different mecha builds. There are a lot of lore, story ways to bring PvP into PvE, be it invasion, bounties, or companies, hiring other players to protect it from you. First off, let's talk about what we mean by invasion-style events. Essentially, these are events where players are able to invade another player's game, or vice versa, to engage in PvP combat. This can take many different forms depending on the game. But the basic idea is that you're able to fight against other players in an otherwise PvE-focused world. One great example of this is Dark Souls series Elden Ring. In this game, players are able to invade another player's game and engage in PvP combat. However, this isn't just a one-sided affair. Players can also set up defenses against invasion, making it a thrilling cat and mouse game. The fact that these invasions can happen at any point in the game, from the beginning to the end, means that players are always on their toes, ready for a fight. Another game that has implemented this type of gameplay is World of Warcraft. Though WoW is primarily a PvE-focused game, they've incorporated PvP elements through their War Mode system. Essentially, players can toggle War Mode on and off, which allows for either open-world PP or normal gameplay. This adds an extra level of excitement to the game, as players always have to be ready to defend themselves against other players. Of course, not every game handles PvP and PvE in the same way. Some games have specific PvP zones, while others have entire PvP-focused worlds. One game that does this well is Guild Wars 2. They have entire World V's world zones where players can engage in massive battles against enemy factions. These battles are always ongoing, so players can jump in at any time to experience the excitement of PvP combat. But what about games that don't have a specific PvP element built in? Well, there are still ways to bring PvP into the equation. One example of this is Terraria. Though Terraria is primarily a PvE-focused game, players can enable PvP in their servers. This adds an exciting new layer. Although the developers had initially announced that the emphasis of game would be on single-player mode, I couldn't shake off the nagging concern that the game's storyline would be predominantly linear, with only a few alternate endings. A more polished version of this sentence could be, in my opinion, the best way to describe it is as a delightful amalgamation of first, fourth, and the fifth game, resulting in a pleasant surprise for fans of the franchise. Therefore, I am thrilled to learn that the game will feature multiple story paths, which will undoubtedly enhance the overall gaming experience. This news has certainly alleviated my apprehensions and has heightened my anticipation for the game's release. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the content. If you found it valuable, please consider hitting the subscribe button for more exciting updates and insights.